Welcome back to the channel, YouTube. This short video is just going to go over an addition that we added to our vehicle. One of the issues that we have been having while traveling is the issue of cell service and getting certain state parks that had high ridges, canyons, and just getting the ample amount of cell service. On several of our videos, we actually had to switch sites to get a better signal on our cell coverage. So one of the things that we decided to add to hopefully increase the amount of cell signal that we were getting in was to add a WeBoost. So I did a little research online and decided that I wanted to go with the WeBoost Drive Reach cell signal booster. This particular one is their newest one that's out, and it also allows you to be able to use it not only at the campsite but also while you're driving. We've only used it on 2 trips since we bought it. We bought it from Amazon right before Christmas. WeBoost put them on sale, so we went ahead and picked one up. And on the first trip, we were kind of trying to figure out, is this thing really working? The second trip, we were kind of the same thing, trying to figure out, are we really getting a good signal or not? But on our second trip, the last one at Lake Tawakoni, we really found out that it does actually work. Once we broke camp and turned everything off, because this particular model also plugs into 110 outlet. So once we disconnect power, it shuts down. That's when we realized that it actually worked, because once we started driving off, we realized we had no cell signal on our phone at all. So it does work. So one of the things that I'm going to do during this video is just kind of tidy up my installation. I did the installation and mounted the antenna with the standard mast that it came with. This last trip that we made, I actually drove with the antenna up. And once we got to the campsite, I realized that the antenna was kind of leaning a little bit backwards from the wind coverage and everything. It sits up already high because I've got it mounted to the uppermost point of my luggage racks that are on top. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to shorten the mast down to the smaller one. That way I can drive with the antenna up and still be able to get some cell signal boosted when we need it. Another thing that I needed to overcome was the power issue, because since it does plug into 110 and I don't really run the inverter while driving, I mean I can, but I choose not to. So what I did was I went online and I found this nice little inverted power supply. This is made by Genrock. It's 120 or 125 watt power supply. The WeBoost is only 50 watts. So this is more than enough ample power supply to plug that in. It comes with 2 outlets, one 3-prong, one 2-prong, USB-C, and 3 more USB standard outlets. It also has the ability to plug in solar panels, so it's a good little added addition. It also has a light with a emergency light on it, so it's a neat little product, and it was the only one that I found that was under $100 because I didn't really want to spend a whole lot of money on it anyway. And I've tested it out since I've had it. It's got a lithium battery that's inside. It gives you your amount of charge that's on there as you're using it, and it's a pretty good little product. So it's one that we're definitely going to take on the road with us on our longer trips to ensure that we have power for the WeBoost. So sit back, enjoy the video while I make these little additions as we go along, and fix the antenna, fix the inside antenna, and go over a few methods of how I installed it. We appreciate you watching the video as always. Appreciate you subscribing. Ring that bell to be notified on our other vehicles. And please comment. All your comments, I try to answer every last one of them. So if you have any ideas, any questions, please let us know. And I'll be definitely responding to comment. So enjoy the video, and we'll see you at the next clip. Okay, so as you can see, this antenna here is quite a bit longer. This is standard mast here. We're going to switch it to this shorter one. which is going to bring it down to about here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one taken apart, and then we will reduce this down and see if we can get a little bit less wind from whipping by having this one on there. Okay, so now we're going to insert this into the smaller mast, and we've got to get this piece to come out through here, which is really seeming to be a little difficult at this moment. Let's see if I can use one of these guys to pop the end out. This is really, oh, actually, hold up. Came through on its own. There we go. So this has to come all the way through here. This now attaches onto here to give us a shorter mast height, which would also create less wind drag. Tighten that down, that nice and tight, and then this guy goes back onto here. And we'll tighten this up. Okay, got that nice and tight. Actually, I need to tighten up these hex screws here. And then this short piece just ties back into, there's a connector on the end here that this goes into. And that's what provides the signal going down into the rig itself. And then I will also adjust some of this cabling as well and tidy that up. And that is pretty much it to shorten the staff. This will make things a whole lot better. Still sits up, because we're up pretty high. So that should make my ride a whole lot easier, and I can leave this up while we're actually driving. So from here we'll go inside the cab and show you a few more spots of where we installed, and we'll go from there. All right guys, hope this camera angle is working for everyone. So this is my initial setup. This is my little electronics cabinet up here. So up here I have everything for the television, cabling, and then this is the part of the WeBoost right here. And then this is the interior antenna. So we have an antenna up top that receives the signal in and boosts it. This is what provides the actual power for the boosting. And then this is our internal antenna that spreads the signal out. So this is the one that I'm gonna mount on the outside, because typically when we've been going to sites, I just kind of prop this cabinet open and I had it sitting in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually run it on the outside of the cabinet, and I'm gonna mount it to this facing wall here. So I've got some leeway up here to get it outside of the cabinet and ensure that the cabinet will still stay closed while we mount it on the outside wall here. So that's what I'm gonna work on, getting that going, and then we'll come back and see how all this works here. So catch you guys in a second. All right guys, so what we're going to be using to hang these is the command strip Velcro. These are really for hanging pictures. So this is the medium size. It can hold up to about 12 pounds, which the antenna weighs way less than that. So this just makes it, and I picked the black because it just provides a better finish that I felt than the white, because the antenna is black as well. And also with the command strips, it makes it a little bit easier when removing. This surface that Thor puts in is kind of like on the outside, it's like a wallpaper type of surface. It looks like a natural wood, but it's actually a paper texture that's over that. And anything that you put on there sticker wise, because Thor had some stickers on there when we bought it, and I took one off on this end. I'll show you here in a little bit. And when you take the sticker off, it starts to peel. Everybody in our owners group was saying the same thing. So instead of removing that sticker, I just place something over it. So the command strips, I find, come off a whole lot better and won't damage as much, because they have that nice little pull down feature that's on there. So that's what we're going to use to mount the inside antenna. All right guys, I'm gonna do a little freehand off the tripod with the camera and show you what the finished mounting looks like. So that command Velcro works really well, and like I said, I've used it on several of the things. I've got my little map hanging there. I use that for that, and it works really well. So this will give us our antenna range inside the rig, which gives us our signal from the outside. And this is our little sign here that I was telling you about, Simply Blessed. We decided to put this up. There's a sticker behind that everybody wanted to peel off. We wanted to peel it off too. But unfortunately, when you peel it off, it rips this little paper that actually looks like wood. Thor, we love you, but you could have did better. You could have did better. I'll just leave it at that. But so that's our deal there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get our new power pack installed up here, and then we'll give you a look at how that works as well. Okay, so as you can see, our little power pack fits nice and snug in the little area here. We got our 110 plug plugged in up at the top. We're going to go ahead and fire it up. Hit that little fan kick in. You may hear it, may hear it not. Gives our little power indicator. And now you can see our green light on our WeBoost has kicked in. And I thought we had a little light on the antenna. So this will help us keep signal while driving without having to turn the inverter on. So I'm really pleased at how well this little power pack fits. I picked this one because obviously my little tech cabinet is electronics cabinet is kind of small, and this fits perfectly inside here with everything else. Still leaves room. You notice they give us a lot of cable for the inside antenna, so I can mount it kind of anywhere, but this is a good little focal point for mounting where we're going to put it up here. So this works out great. So that's our my little short video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, like I said, like, subscribe. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you watching. Leave a comment, ring that bell, and we'll see you guys at the next campsite. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.
Pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil.